Let's get right into it. Number 10. The scent of memory it never forgets. You know how a specific song can instantly transport you back to a particular moment, or a photo can make you feel like you're reliving a memory? Well, your sense of smell does this, but on an entirely different, almost spooky level. Your nose, believe it or not, is a far more potent time machine than your eyes or ears when it comes to memory. This is due to the unique wiring of your olfactory system. Unlike other senses, smell signals bypass the thalamus, the brain's main sensory relay station, and go straight to the limbic system, which includes the amygdala involved in emotion and the hippocampus involved in memory formation and retrieval. This direct line means that a smell can trigger incredibly vivid, emotionally charged, and often involuntary memories with a power that sights and sounds simply can't match. That whiff of Old Spice might instantly make you feel like you're back in your grandpa's arms, or the smell of a particular laundry detergent could whisk you back to your childhood home, complete with all the emotions attached. Your nose isn't just detecting molecules, it's unlocking entire archives of your past, often with startling accuracy and emotional resonance. It's like your olfactory bulb has a secret VIP pass to your deepest, most unguarded emotional vault. Basically, your nose is the ultimate nostalgic DJ, always ready to drop a beat that takes you back to an embarrassing childhood moment or a forgotten joy, proving it remembers things your conscious brain gave up on eons ago. Number 9. The pheromonal whisper unseen influence. You're at a crowded party, talking to someone new, and for reasons you can't quite articulate, you're either instantly drawn to them or inexplicably repelled. It's not their witty banter or stunning looks, it might just be your nose picking up on a pheromonal whisper. Now, before you imagine people spraying themselves with animalistic attractants, human pheromones are far more subtle and still a bit of a scientific mystery. Unlike many animals that use pheromones for dramatic mating rituals, human pheromones are subconscious chemical signals released through sweat, breath, and skin. They're not consciously detected as a smell in the traditional sense, but your vomeronasal organ, a tiny, often debated structure in your nose, or even regular olfactory receptors might be picking up on them. These signals can subtly influence your mood, attraction, and even trust levels by communicating information about immune system compatibility like MHC molecules, stress levels, or even emotional states. Your nose, being the diligent little investigator it is constantly gathering this invisible data and sending it to your brain for subconscious processing. It's like your nose is running a silent chemical compatibility test on everyone you meet, and its findings dictate your initial, often irrational, gut feeling. So, that inexplicable chemistry you felt with someone, it might have been your nose performing a biochemical matchmaking service, dictating your initial attraction before your brain even had a chance to say hello. Number 8. Scent as a biohazard detector. You know how some smells just make you recoil, even if you can't consciously identify why they're so disgusting. That instant, visceral nope reaction to a particular whiff of something, that's your nose being a brilliant, albeit gross, biohazard detector, far smarter than your conscious brain often gives it credit for. Your olfactory system is exquisitely tuned to detect compounds associated with decay, disease, and danger. We're talking about putrescine and cadaverine, those charmingly named chemicals released by decomposing flesh, or the subtle volatile organic compounds emitted by someone who is sick or stressed. While you might not consciously identify the specific chemical, your ancient, primal brain gets the memo loud and clear. Threat, contamination, get away immediately. This isn't just about avoiding a bad odor, it's a deep-seated evolutionary mechanism designed to protect you from pathogens and sources of illness. Your nose is constantly scanning your environment for invisible cues of danger, triggering an instinctual aversion that bypasses rational thought and goes straight to your survival instincts. It's like your nasal passages are equipped with tiny, hypervigilant sensors that scream danger when they detect even a microscopic hint of something potentially lethal. So, that unexplainable wave of nausea you got from a seemingly innocuous situation, it might have been your nose sounding a silent alarm, proving it's better at keeping you alive than your conscious brain, which is probably just thinking about what's for lunch. Number 7. The olfactory bulb bypass. Most sensory information, like what you see, hear, or touch, first travels through the thalamus, often called the sensory relay station of the brain. before it reaches the higher processing centers of the cerebral cortex. It's like all other senses have to check in with the receptionist before they get to see the boss. But your sense of smell? Oh no, your nose is too cool for school. Odor signals from your olfactory bulb, that little nugget of brain tissue above your nose, go directly to the limbic system, specifically the amygdala for emotions and the hippocampus for memory. This direct neural pathway means that smells trigger emotional and memory responses almost instantaneously, without conscious thought or filtering. It's a completely different processing route compared to your other senses. This is why a smell can hit you with a powerful emotional memory before you even realize what you're smelling. Your nose has a secret, VIP shortcut to your deepest feelings and memories, allowing it to influence your mood and behavior in ways that are often beyond your conscious control. It's like your nose has a backstage pass to your emotional brain, completely bypassing the velvet rope and the bouncer that your other senses have to deal with. So, your nose isn't just smarter, it's a rebel with a cause, dictating your feelings before your logical brain even gets a memo. Number 6, scent for social bonding, the smell of us. You probably don't think about it, but your nose is actually a crucial player in your social life, quietly dictating who you bond with and why. Beyond conscious preferences for perfumes or body washes, your olfactory system helps establish a subtle, subconscious smell of us that fosters social connection and trust. Think about the unique scent of a loved one, your partner, your child, a close friend. You might not be able to articulate it, but you likely recognize it, and it often evokes feelings of comfort and security. This is partly due to olfactory imprinting, where early, positive experiences with certain body odors or even ambient smells associated with those people create powerful, subconscious bonds. These chemosignals can convey information about familiarity, genetic relatedness, and even emotional states, influencing how much you trust and feel connected to someone. Your nose isn't just detecting individual molecules, it's building a complex, subconscious database of safe human scents that tell your brain, this person is part of my tribe. It's like your nose has an internal social network, constantly tagging people with invisible friend or foe labels based on their unique scent profile. So, that instant feeling of warmth and connection with someone. It might just be your nose recognizing a subtle chemical signature that aligns with your brain's safe and friendly database, dictating your social bonding before you've even exchanged a single word. Number 5, the olfactory learning superpower. You learn things constantly, facts, skills, new languages, but your nose has a completely unique and often overlooked learning superpower, especially when it comes to predicting danger or reward. While you might consciously learn that fire smells like smoke, your nose can form incredibly rapid and robust associations between a smell and a subsequent event, often faster and more enduringly than other senses. This is called olfactory learning, and it's a primitive but incredibly effective survival mechanism. Imagine an early human who, after smelling a particular plant, later gets violently sick. Their nose and brain will instantly, and perhaps permanently, associate that specific odor with danger, causing an aversion the next time they encounter it, even if they don't consciously remember the sickness incident. This type of learning bypasses higher cognitive functions, making it quick and hard to override. It's why food aversions formed after sickness can be so persistent. Even years later, your nose is essentially a highly efficient, implicit learning machine, constantly building a smell and consequence database that helps you navigate the world without having to consciously remember every single cause and effect. It's like your nose is your personal, highly reactive alarm system, silently learning what to fear and what to approach, often without you even realizing you've been taught a lesson. Number 4, the nose as a diagnostic tool. You might think your doctor needs fancy machines and complex blood tests to figure out what's wrong with you. And sometimes, yes, they absolutely do. But believe it or not, your nose, or rather, the incredibly sensitive noses of certain individuals have historically been, and in some ways still are, a surprisingly powerful diagnostic tool for diseases, far predating modern medicine. For centuries, physicians would literally smell their patients, detecting subtle changes in body odor, breath, or urine that signaled specific illnesses. A sweet, fruity breath might indicate diabetes, a fishy odor could point to liver or kidney disease, a certain yeasty smell might be a fungal infection. While this practice is less common in clinical settings today, there are still incredible cases, like Joy Milne, a Scottish woman who can smell Parkinson's disease. detecting its unique, subtle odor even before symptoms appear. Her nose is so finely tuned that she can literally smell a disease that medical science struggles to diagnose early. It's like her olfactory system has a built-in medical scanner, picking up on microscopic chemical changes that indicate illness long before any blood test could. So, while your nose might just be detecting last night's leftover pizza, remember that some noses are literally saving lives by sniffing out silent diseases, proving that your sense of smell can be a far more sophisticated diagnostic lab than any fancy machine. Number 3. The smell print of identity. You know how your fingerprint is unique to you? Well, you also have a smell print, a highly individual's, complex chemical signature that is uniquely yours. And your nose is incredibly adept at recognizing it. Often below your conscious awareness, this isn't just about personal hygiene or what perfume you wear. Your unique body odor is a complex cocktail of chemicals influenced by your genetics, especially your major histocompatibility complex, or MHC, which plays a role in immune system diversity, your diet, your lifestyle, and your overall health. And here's the clever part. Studies have shown that mothers can identify their own biological children by scent alone. Pre-adolescent children can identify their full siblings, and even romantic partners can often recognize each other's unique smell. Your nose is performing a constant, subconscious identity check, using these invisible chemical markers to distinguish friends from strangers and family from outsiders. It's like your olfactory system is a sophisticated biometric scanner, silently verifying identities based on their unique chemical signature, influencing your comfort level and trust without you ever realizing why. So, that uncanny feeling of knowing someone is nearby, even before you see or hear them. It might just be your nose recognizing their unique smell print, proving your olfactory system is a master of silent identification, far more accurate than your conscious memory of their face. Number 2. The nose knows your genes' MHC molecules. This is where your nose gets truly, scarily intelligent, operating on a level of biological discernment that your conscious mind can't even dream of. Your nose, or rather, your subconscious processing of scent, plays a role in detecting someone's major histocompatibility complex MHC molecules. These are a set of genes that are incredibly important for your immune system, essentially defining how your body recognizes self from non-self, like battling viruses and bacteria. Here's the wild part. These MHC genes also influence your unique body odor. Studies, famously the sweaty t-shirt experiment, have shown that women, especially those not on hormonal contraceptives, often prefer the scent of men with MHC genes that are dissimilar to their own. Why? Because mating with someone who has different MHC genes increases the genetic diversity of your offspring, giving them a broader immune system and a better chance of fighting off a wider range of diseases. Your nose is essentially sniffing out genetic compatibility, acting as a microscopic matchmaker, and guiding your preference for potential partners or even just people you feel comfortable around. It's like your olfactory system is running a highly sophisticated, rapid genetic scan on everyone you encounter, deciding on their biological fitness and influencing your subconscious attraction and, by extension, your trust. So, that unexplainable spark you felt with a certain someone, it might have been your nose quietly declaring, their immune system complements yours perfectly. Trust them with your future offspring. Number 1. The olfactory GPS navigation by smell. You rely on GPS and maps, or visual landmarks to navigate, right? Well, your nose, believe it or not, has its own built-in, highly sophisticated olfactory GPS system, and it's far smarter than you give it credit for. While less pronounced in humans than in, say, homing pigeons or salmon, research suggests that we, too, can unconsciously use scent cues to navigate complex environments, forming detailed mental smell maps. Think about walking through a familiar city block. You might not consciously register the scent of that bakery, then the dry cleaner, then the coffee shop, but your nose is picking up on these distinct odor landmarks, and your brain is subtly using them to reinforce your spatial memory and direction. If one of those key scent markers is missing or replaced, you might feel a subtle sense of disorientation. Even if you can visually recognize everything, your nose is creating a rich, multi-layered map of your environment based on ambient odors, allowing you to unconsciously orient yourself and trust your path. This ability would have been crucial for our ancestors, helping them find their way back to food sources or safe shelters. It's like your nose is constantly leaving a trail of invisible breadcrumbs, a scent-based Hansel and Gretel act for your brain. So, that unexplainable feeling of being lost or off in a familiar place. It might not be your visual memory failing, it could be your hyper-intelligent nose realizing that the olfactory landmarks don't quite match up, proving that sometimes the smartest way to find your way isn't by looking, but by sniffing. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.